Good morning again. Good to see such a sizable crowd here for this announcement. Thanks for taking time out of your day, even if your boss told you to be here. No, honestly, this is a great day for us. We in the county, the people of the county, owe a great debt of gratitude to Drew and the folks at Energize Delaware. For me, events like this are deeply personal. 13 years ago, I was a diplomat in Iraq, where people I worked with were on the front lines defending our country, losing their lives. And a lot of that was about fossil fuels and about making sure fuel prices, gas prices were low. And so any step we take to transition from the old economy to the new economy, I think puts us in our community and our country in a better place. And so I know we're here to talk about the sustainability of the environment. We're here to talk about the sustainability of the county budgets. But for me, this is deeply personal. It's also about national security and about moving our country forward. So thank you, Drew, and Energize Delaware. What we're announcing today is that we're getting 8 new electric vehicles, 2 electric mowers, and a whole host of charging stations to serve the county fleet. When the county goes out and does its job for you, we have over 1,400 full-time employees, over 2,100 employees out there. Many of them are driving vehicles, including obviously police officers, paramedics, public safety, but also people in our assessment division, building inspectors, people doing permits, code enforcement. And when they drive around, we want to make sure that our impact on the environment is not only carbon neutral, but also financially sustainable. And without partners like Energize Delaware, it's very, very hard to do both of those things. I think everybody knows that electric vehicles present a tremendous opportunity, but they're not always the cheapest vehicles out there. They are, in my experience, driving my Chevy Bolt, just about the cheapest to maintain. But that investment, the investment in charging stations, is significant, and we appreciate it. So today we're celebrating a nearly $500,000 investment by Energize Delaware. To Drew, to Keith, to the whole Energize Delaware team. We see you everywhere. We know how committed you are to making sure our state is not just doing what everybody else is doing, but leading the way. And with this Reggie money, channeling it to get it to people that need it, we really appreciate that. So the transportation sector across the country, Mr. Jankowski, I think you know this, the transportation sector across the country is the single largest contributor to greenhouse gas emissions in the U.S. So to combat climate change, just among the most important things we do is we have to transition away from the internal combustion engine and transition to electric vehicles and alternative modes of transportation. As we look forward to a future of cutting our greenhouse gas emissions, reducing our carbon footprint, and putting more of these lean machines on the road, we acknowledge this is a small step, 8 vehicles, but it's a step that needs to be taken, and we're thrilled that Energize Delaware is helping us, really supporting us and so many other governments on that journey. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you the man behind Energize Delaware, a fantastic partner in helping local governments across our state to reach their environmental goals and to help us all fulfill our potential and obligation to our land, air, and water. Mr. Drew Slater.
So, good morning still. This is a really big deal, right? So, Energize Delaware, we work on residential properties, commercial properties, and with these EV challenge grants that were approved by our board, I just want to give you, an idea of what this means. So, these 8 vehicles, 2 electric lawnmowers, and at least 6 charging stations will reduce the CO2 emissions by 1.1 million pounds. That is over the life of the equipment. That equals 112 gasoline-powered passenger cars and almost 65 homes usage for an entire year. And then it goes into carbon sequestration, which is, it would equal about 8,300 trees planted at a 10-year growth cycle. This is a really, really big deal for us, and we are delighted to join the county to really put this forward. Whether it's the EV Challenge grants, the Solar for Schools program, or so many of our other more than 20 programs, this is what this is about, right? Reducing the carbon emissions, cleaning up the environment, and cleaning up the transportation sector in particular. So I just want to thank the county. I also want to thank our staff. I'm the one that gets to speak, but they do a lot of the work, and so I want to give a shout out to Keith and Sue and our entire team. And with that, I just want to thank the county once again. This is a tremendous partnership. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I want you to go over here. Hold on.
All right.
You ready? Yeah, go for it. All right.
Thanks a lot to the Public Works folks who make all this possible. I'm the talking head. Not you, Dom. So guys behind me.